Heavily. It's been a horrible night in terms of the weather, but it hasn't got in the way of this fine, slick performance from Morocco once again. They really have been the champions. They were the hosts were very much the team to beat, and everybody was like not fearing them, but we were very wary of the fact that they would be coming up against a packed out stadium here in Casablanca, and it was very complicated. Mauritania, they conceded 4 goals. Morocco winning that match 4-0. Guinea came and they conceded 3. Sudan, the only team to hold them, in fact. But it was a completely different squad, of course. Sudan doing very well, finishing 3rd finally, 3rd place playoff, but holding Morocco to a goalless draw here. And then they welcomed the brave warriors of Namibia, and that finished 2-0. And then Libya came here last week, 3-1, that finished. Well, these guys are having an absolute blast. And these Nigerian players obviously deflated. Difficult for a player like Moses to digest this situation, of course being just 18 years of age, but he needs to keep his head up high, move on, forget about it, and just focus on playing football. He'll be back, of course, and he'll have to get rid of this. Just look at these Moroccans. We've got to really look at how well structured this squad was. I mean, El Kabi was just very solid in front of the goal, just a hitman who was capable of finding the back of the net from all different kinds of angles. He's just got the eye for the goal, and that has helped Morocco get themselves all the way to this championship title. Nigeria have already thrilled the fans back home. There's no doubt about that. They didn't start in the way that they really wanted to. So when they played their first opening game in Group C against Rwanda, 24 shots, they hit the woodwork 3 times, and it was, everybody was saying, well, why aren't you scoring? Why aren't you scoring? I mean, Rwanda, you should, every team that's qualified for this competition are good teams, but you've got to find the back of the net, especially with all those shots. So a bit of murmur and criticism from back home, but then they hit back with Fale scoring that goal against Libya, 1-0, and they were back on track afterwards. Their final group game came from behind, showed good force to battle back, having conceded against Equatorial Guinea 1-0, and they beat them 3-1, finishing as the Group C winners, ahead of Libya and moving into the quarterfinals. And we had a wonderful game up in Tangier for the match against Angola, where the Angolans scored the last few minutes, take the game into extra time, and then it was 2-1, goal scored by Gabriel, and with about 18 minutes to go, and then that 1-0 win over Sudan in the semi-finals to get themselves here. And it was interesting. I've just been talking to some of the Nigerian journalists here, and they're pretty happy with what they've seen. It's been good. It's never a great way to finish off a competition by conceding 4 goals, but I think that you can just appreciate how much time they didn't have to prepare themselves for this competition, and they have done a very good job in getting themselves here into this final. But of course, there's just a little bit of disappointment. There's the Ethiopian flag, I think, and the CAF flag, with the CAF president, of course, Ahmad Ahmad. And we're just waiting for the for the players to receive their medals and for Morocco to celebrate their first ever CHAN title. Now, we can go back the 4 other competitions that we've actually had. We've seen the Democratic Republic of Congo win this on 2 occasions. Tunisia have won it once as well, 2011. DRC winning it in the first edition, 2009. Then it was Tunisia, 2013. 2013. Who won it in 2013? There's Hervé Renard, first of all, the big boss of the Morocco national team. Sorry, it was 2014, wasn't it, in South Africa? And it was won by Libya, absolutely. And then 2016, it was the DRC who managed to beat Mali in the final. And with Ilyas Mishak, the player of the tournaments, that was a thrilling competition as well. So Morocco winning their first ever CHAN. Nigeria getting themselves into the first final. Well, there's the CAF president, Ahmed Ahmed, and of course, next to him is the Crown Prince of Morocco, Moulay Hassan, who will be there to shake the hands of the players as they take their medals. It's a memorable moment, of course, for Morocco, and I know that the country's come to a bit of a standstill in terms of this competition. It's obviously a lot of rain that's falling still here in Casablanca, and the Crown Prince of Morocco sometimes comes out and does some public appearances. Well, there we have the Zel. There's Benoun, the captain. Well, first of all, the officials, and I thought that the referee, Mr. Bakary Papa Gassama, well, he's not just a lucky charm for Morocco because of the matches that he's refereed in the past, Wydad Casablanca, here against Ahli, and of course Morocco against the Côte d'Ivoire in their World Cup qualifier. And now Morocco beating Nigeria 4-0. They'll want him to referee their matches each and every time. This is good, a nice tunnel, the applause, the appreciation for Youssouf Salisu and his staff, and of course the players. That's what we like to see. Football's just you know, it's just a game at the end of the day, and I know it's big business as well, but you have to respect your fellow players, you have to shake hands, you've got to appreciate, you know, the effort that is made, and always be very respectful, and that's essential. That's a vital component of this wonderful game. And Nigeria got themselves into the final. Of course, there are 14 other nations who would love to have been in their position, and I think that most of those teams would have probably found it really difficult to play against Morocco as well, because they really were a complete outfit right from the opening game against Mauritania. Very difficult to play against, very quick on the attack, very well organised at the back. They've been preparing this competition for 18 months, and Jamal Salami said it himself. He said, this is what we've had our focus on for 18 months coming into this competition. They didn't even know it was going to be played here, of course, until November, but that doesn't matter. You focus on a competition, you get your group of players, and you work hard. Nigeria, they just didn't have the time. It's an element that you've got to look at. It's an element that you've got to, well, just break it down and realise that it just wasn't that easy. Other teams been playing friendlies for months. The teams who had coaches come in, you know, mid-December. So they've only been with the nation for a month, just like Sudan, for example, with Lugasevich. Well, there he is. There's the winning coach, of course, Jamal Salami, and his staff. Very, very well organised group here. Hervé Renard will be happy with what he's seen. Now it's time for the winners, the champions. Salahuddin Saidi takes his winner's medal from the Crown Prince of Morocco. Benoun and Ben Sharkey. There's Barama as well. Well, why not? It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? It's a bit cheeky from Nana. But it was good that the Crown Prince agreed. In any case, this is really, really good. It's the head of the federation, of course, the Moroccan Football Federation, who's there, who's getting all of the hugs, because they've worked their hearts out. There's Hadra, one happy man, big man at the back. Benoun. The winners' medals. It's now time for them to get into position. Celebrate a memorable campaign that no one can take away from them. They've been imperious, they've been brilliant in every way. The fans have turned up. For every match, they've had around 45,000 fans here making noise. And even in the driving rain, they were here. Now, the president of the African Football Confederation, Mr. Ahmad, is about to give the trophy to Benoun, the Raja Casablanca. Sorry, it's the Crown Prince of Morocco. He'll take the trophy. There's the photo. And then he's going to go down and lift it with his teammates after a couple of pictures, of course. He wants to lift it now. Okay, he's getting the players. He has to lift it, doesn't he? Benoun, Morocco are the winners of the Total African Nations Championship 2018. Congratulations. Thoroughly deserved. The hosts. A 4-0 win over Nigeria in this final. Now they have every piece of the jigsaw puzzle. And the Prince, he's not jumping with joy in the same way, but he's obviously very happy to be in this shot. I think he can he can let them get down to their festivities now, because they're going to be jumping with joy. This is very important moment for a lot of these young players, predominantly from Raja Casablanca, Wydad Casablanca as well. But what man, the only player in this 23 is from RSB, El Kabi, score of 9 goals here in Morocco for this Chan. And then we have, there they are, they're going to jump with joy. This is it, this is the moment that all of these fans have been waiting for. Congratulations, Morocco, the winners of the Total African Nations Championship 2018, beating Nigeria 4-0. They thoroughly deserve it. We'll leave you with these wonderful images as they celebrate here in Casablanca. Good night, see you soon.